Mistakes that TikTok and Instagram creators make on Pinterest can hurt your overall distribution when it comes to getting found on Pinterest. Now, long ago, there was this whole push to put all of your TikTok and Instagram Reel videos was the way that you were going to get the most reach on the platform. But that just simply hasn't panned out. It doesn't really work for conversions either, unless your video content is created for conversions. Now, a lot of people on TikTok that are putting their content on Pinterest are creating a lot of entertainment style content that's not even necessarily what a lot of us are looking for. Like, I'm not going to Pinterest to look to be entertained. So with all of that said, let's actually just talk about the 4 mistakes that these creators, these social media creators, are making on Pinterest and how you can avoid them. Now, mistake number 1 is not muting your music when you bring it from one platform to Pinterest. Pinterest does not have the same copyrights with music labels that a lot of these social media networks do have. The catalog on Pinterest is much smaller and much different than what you will find on TikTok, Instagram, or even YouTube. So when you are creating videos that are heavily music-based, Pinterest probably doesn't have a copyright to that music, and you shouldn't put it on Pinterest if your video is solely reliant on that audio in order to work. So if you are going to bring videos from TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube Shorts over to Pinterest, make sure it's videos that don't rely on the audio and you are muting the audio. All right, so mistake number 2 is not matching your content from the platform you created it on to topics that are on Pinterest. So just simply putting your videos over on Pinterest does not guarantee you that anything is going to happen. A lot of people really want to grow their following or grow their email list or grow their sales or drive traffic to their blogs or whatever. Pinterest is a great place to do all of those things, but if you haven't actually connected your video topic to Pinterest topics and how people are searching for those things on Pinterest, you're less likely to actually be found. You might get some reach, you might get some views or impressions, but at the end of the day, you're probably not going to get a lot of conversions or engagement events like saves or outbound clicks. Now, I am going to be showing you behind the scenes in just a moment exactly how you can map your content from TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube Shorts, for example, over to Pinterest, so hang tight. Mistake number 3 is simply pinning your videos to Pinterest. So you've done all this work to like remove the watermark and do all of that, and you put it over onto Pinterest, and it links back to TikTok or Instagram or your YouTube short. I don't want you to link a short form video on Pinterest back to a social media platform or the same videos at. It makes no sense. People don't want to watch that video on Pinterest and then go to your TikTok account or YouTube account or wherever and watch it all over again. Makes no sense. Pinterest pinners want to go to the destination that's talked about in the video. So for example, if you create a video about a specific product that you sell, link it to the product on your website that you sell. Link it to your stand store. Link it to your blog where you talk about in a blog post that specific thing. Or better yet, if it's a short form video and you have a long form video component that you could pair with it on YouTube or TikTok or elsewhere, link it to the long form video where people can watch the full tutorial instead of the 16-second version. And finally, mistake number 4 is simply pinning your videos to your profile. Why are you doing that? Please stop. Immediately stop. Pinning things to your profile is leaving a lot of SEO indexing capability on the table for you. The reason why we create Pinterest boards that are SEO friendly is because the pins that go on those boards then have that additional layer of SEO from the board matched to the pin, and that helps Pinterest to serve that pin up. It helps Pinterest to understand more about what your pin is about and what Pinterest audience they should serve it to. So say it with me, I'm not going to pin things to my profile, I'm going to put them on boards. Now there's an entire video on this channel about claiming your Instagram account with your Pinterest account. Like on Pinterest, you're going to claim your Instagram account. I will try to remember to put it in a card. If I cannot remember to do that, I'll put it in the description down below. Go watch that in relation to Instagram specifically, because a few things are going to happen if you have that Instagram to Pinterest connection. Number 1, they're going to mute your music all automatically. Number 2, they're going to remove the watermark. And number 3, you can set it up to where your content goes onto a board and not just your profile. And that's what I would suggest. So let's actually dive into what it looks like to take your content from a platform like TikTok and put it on Pinterest, how to find those topics, and examples. I have 3 laid out for you. So I've just gone to the TikTok Explorer page and I've gone into a couple categories and I've pulled up a couple of tutorials or a couple of examples of videos that we're going to show in this tutorial of things that you can repurpose to Pinterest. And I even have an example of something I would not repurpose to Pinterest. So the very first one is a video from a brand. This is a brand that sells makeup primer for your face. And this video would be a really good example of something you could put on Pinterest. Now, the only thing that I would do with this is I'd add some text overlay to the video. So maybe that's even just like a cover that you add when you put it over on Pinterest. Now, this showcases a product, so this video would be linked to the product for sale. Now, if you're a creator and you are promoting this product as an affiliate, then I would link to your affiliate link, and then in the disclosure of the caption, the description on Pinterest, you need to put that it is an affiliate link. So ideally, there would be some sort of like cover image that would go, people would see that image on Pinterest before they see the video. It's called a video cover on Pinterest, and that would have some sort of text overlay talking about this exact makeup primer. Okay, I'm going to show you these examples, walk you through them, then we're going to go to Pinterest and I'm going to show you how to find your topics. This one is in the food space. This is watermelon tequila shots. I absolutely want some like right now. This is great. I could not have this in my house though because my kids would try to eat it. But this is a Food Network video. I did not realize this was a Food Network video until just this moment in time, but I'm sure that Food Network has a recipe on their website that they could actually link this to. So if you were a creator and you created a video like this, you would link this to your recipe on your blog. Or if this recipe is included in a recipe book that you give away for free or you sell, you could also link it to that product or that opt-in. So this is actually really good. You could leave the text overlay on this exactly the same. And as long as there's no copyrighted music in the background of the video where the woman is talking, you could leave that too. This is a video I would not put on Pinterest. This is for entertainment purposes only. So it says, point of view, you try the new machine at the gym. This is silly entertainment. This is for engagement. This is for sharing. This is to go viral. This is really not something that you put on Pinterest unless you are just building brand awareness on Pinterest and that's it. If you are also putting other value-driven content on the platform, you could definitely put this on Pinterest and just link it back to your TikTok account. But as I've said before, one of the mistakes a lot of creators make is that they don't link to their websites. Pinterest is a traffic-driving platform, therefore we don't want to link to a social media platform where they're just going to watch the same videos again. So this is one of those that I would opt to not include. Now, the one that I would include is old Chris Hemsworth here. So Chris has this video and he's linking it to his fitness app, Center, and he's basically saying here 28 different arm workouts for 28 days straight. Now, just quick aside, have you seen the new Furiosa movie? Because he is hideous in that movie. Absolutely hideous. But he was jacked. So obviously his workouts work and we should all try them. He's telling us to go crush it. So if you were to repurpose this, Chris, onto Pinterest, then we would put a text overlay over the top of it. So again, we would create a standalone image to make a video pin cover. And then we would link this to the app that we want people to sign up for. Now let's talk about how to map your content from platforms to Pinterest. So from Instagram or TikTok to Pinterest. So the primary tool I want you to use is actually Trends. And I have a video here on the channel that shows you how to use Trends. I actually have a whole playlist I can link. But the one that I use the most is Top Yearly. And then you can do one of two things. You can come in here and you can find the category that you want to be within. So if it's health and fitness, And then if you wanted to search like arm workouts, you would search that. And then look at this, arm workouts with weights. We can have Chris's video on Pinterest linking to center with arm workouts with weights. Now let's remove the category that we've chosen here of health and go to food and drinks. And then let's do watermelon tequila. Nothing found. Watermelon shots, nothing found. So then we can go up here, watermelon alcoholic drinks. I'm not seeing anything for watermelon alcohol. Watermelon drinks with alcohol. Right here, this would be a really great topic that you could use in place of the watermelon tequila shots. Now, if you don't find something in trends that just works perfectly, you can also just go to the search bar on Pinterest and search for that thing that you care to map over. So watermelon tequila shots. And you can see here, people are searching for that, and they're also searching for Jello shots. So if we go into that search result, watermelon tequila shots, you're going to see all sorts of watermelon tequila shots. And look, here's the video, the exact video. It's already repurposed over to Pinterest. They didn't use any sort of text overlay. They don't really need to because they are Food Network. But this is exactly what we want it to look like. So I'm so glad I just randomly found this. But yeah, this is great. Watermelon tequila shots. I would add a little bit longer of a description. They do have a food plugin on their website, so it brings over the ingredients. But this is perfect. Okay, back to the trends tool for the final example. And that is the facial primer. So this is like a makeup primer. I would come down here and I would, under beauty, filter down, and then I would look for makeup primer. Nothing found. I do want to let you know that sometimes you need to uncheck the box. So instead of having the box checked for primer or for beauty, you can sometimes find more trends without the interest tied in. Just search around for different words until you find something or you don't. And then if you don't find anything, that's okay too. So makeup ideas, makeup looks, natural makeup. I'm not finding anything specific for the product, but this one says must have makeup primer for summer. And then, you know, maybe you get creative and it's makeup prep, no makeup, makeup look. That might actually be good depending on what you're doing after the primer. So keep that in mind. But this is, you get the gist. You're going to come in here, you're going to find topics that are related to your video, and you're going to use that keyword phrase with your video on Pinterest. And that's it. This is so simple. I don't want you to think about this, and I don't want you to make it too difficult. I want you to just come to this tool, search for your topics, find things related to your video, and use those keywords in the pin title, pin description, and like I said before, make sure you're putting it on a board and not just pinning it to your profile. So now that you know what mistakes you're making as a social media video creator, and you're not gonna make them anymore because you know what they are and you know how to fix them. If you wanna create a full Pinterest strategy for your brand, head on over here and watch the 4 steps to create a Pinterest strategy video, and I'll see you over there.